We'll speak here with Billy Griffith, the CEO of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Billy, I'm looking at Barbados this year. It seems a bit busier, a few more people here, correct?
Yes, we're quite pleased with the turnout. We've got over 31 participating hotels and tour operators from Barbados. That's up by about 6 over last year. So it really shows that there's some confidence on the hotels and certainly from Barbados that we are sort of here in the UK market. We consider it an important one, and we still think that we can gain some business out of them this coming year.
The UK has been, as you said, your primary market for years and years and years, but there have been some challenges for Barbados, haven't they, in the UK market, Brexit and some others. How do you overcome those?
Well, the thing is, Barbados has always had a great demand from the UK. We've always had a very high brand awareness. But we actually think that Barbados is in a unique position in terms of us being able to attract business to the island. So we've been very aggressive. We're lucky enough that we're going to have 3 more flights, 3 brand new flights coming out of the UK this coming winter. Virgin is introducing a twice weekly service out of Heathrow for the very first time. And Gatwick is introducing a new flight. Thomas Cook, is introducing a new flight out of Gatwick. So we've got 3 new flights. That's about 1,000 more seats this winter. But that goes along with the grand opening of the Sandals Royal, for example. So we have got new rooms coming on stream that can absorb this additional airlift as well.
Is this a sign of confidence here for Barbados?
Well, like you said, UK market is number 1 and has always been number 1. We are confident and positive and aggressive. We've had double-digit growth in the last 3 years. This year we're running flat to about 1% up. We still think that the UK market is the one to be at for number 1. So we're going to maintain that presence in order to maintain our market share.
The question is, you've got additional seats coming in, you've got additional rooms, but you've been flat. Is there a fear that it's now reached that peak, Barbados, in the UK market, and you're going to have a hard time filling the seats?
Don't think we've reached a peak at all out of the UK. I think we're trying to battle our way through this softer period, especially with the uncertainty in the UK economy and so on. And we think it always bounces back because tourism goes in cycles, as you know. So we're going to maintain our presence, and we are going to keep ramping up the activities as we do in Barbados throughout the year. Last year, we themed it Year of Sports. 2018 will be themed the Year of Culinary Experiences. So we've got lots of things in store for you, for prospective visitors for next year.
Overall, how is the tourism sector in Barbados performing?
Tourism sector, again, still very positive. For the first 9 months of the year, we're up about 6.6%. That's overall air arrivals to the island, long-stay visitors. US and Canada obviously are sort of having the biggest growth. They're double-digit growth. As I mentioned, UK is up about 1%. We forecast, even though we had the blip in September with the hurricanes and so on, that we should be positive by year end.
You mentioned the hurricane, so we've got to talk about it. Off camera, you're saying that it's one of the factors that impacted Barbados, not just here in the UK, but overall. How are you coming out of it?
We're coming out well. We've done a lot of PR. We've been doing a lot of reactive public relations in terms of trying to correct the misperception that Barbados was Barbuda, that Barbados was damaged, and so on. We're not going out there saying we were open for business in a big way, because we were never closed for business. But we just want to make sure that everybody in the marketplace knows that Barbados continues all engines running.
How big a hit did you take?
September, I think, was down about 3% in long stay arrivals. And as you can imagine, not only the UK, for example, out of the Miami airport, we didn't get service from American for at least a week. Out of New York as well. So we were impacted because those hurricanes were heading up to the east coast of the United States as well. But we think we've bounced back well. We've got the Food and Rum Festival, which commences next weekend. So we continue with all of our events and activities to drive the business forward.
There was this presentation by Forward Keys earlier this week at the CTO press conference that looked at forward bookings and confidence in the market. And Barbados seems to be one of those up there in terms of forward bookings from UK, Europe. What are your tour operators and the numbers saying to you?
Quite positive, actually. I mean, most of the hotels that I've spoken to here this week, the tour operators that we've met, it's a mixed bag for the most part, but generally speaking, the forward bookings are looking fairly positive for next year. So we're confident. We're always confident. It's not an easy task, as you know, with the fluctuations in this tourism business, but that's why we're in this business, and we'll make sure that we persevere.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you.